But sometimes I was just thinking about it last night. How did we get here? Why is William Ruto destroying education? And I thought about it at night, and I have come to the conclusion is the advisors he has chosen. William Ruto has been very advisors, very educated, but they are all flower girls. They don't advise him on anything, they are just for show. I was his deputy, so I know. When I tell you, I know what happens. He has two advisors whom he takes advice from. Oscar Sudi, who is a standard 3 dropout. Farouk Kibet, who is a standard 6 dropout. So these two advisors have no value for education. So they have advised William Ruto to get money meant for education and take it to bribe people.
And the economy of Kenya can only grow when education is accessible, it is quality education, and every person has an opportunity to access it. And therefore the National Treasury and the government, stop those renovations you are doing in big offices. Direct that money into the education of the Kenyan children.
That since the introduction of free day secondary school, the government has not been able to give or allocate every student 22,000. It has never happened. The government has always been having debts for schools, and this teacher can tell you, the principal. That is why you hear principal saying, we have not received full capitation. But let me tell you this, the government disburses the whole amount allocated in the budget, but still it is not enough. So, the only thing I did yesterday was to confirm that yes, we have allocated so much budget and we are giving it in full, but it is not enough to give every child in Kenya 22,000 shillings. That budget, if you divide by the number of children in Kenya who are in senior secondary school, you will only get about 17,000. And that is the story. That is what has been happening when Uhuru was the president. It is what we have even now. In fact, yesterday I was wondering when MPs were asking me why I have not released 22,000 per student. I asked them, where do I get that money? It is them who passed the budget. In fact, the latest budget, even the capitation we had put, Parliament reduced it further. So once a budget has been allocated, where do I have money? Where do I get money to pay the full 22,000? So whatever is there will be paid in full. In fact, for first term and second term, we have paid in full. We are waiting to pay third term. But that money is not enough. We are looking at revenue collection. And our priority is to make sure that we take the allocation to where it should be. But pretending that at the moment we are financing every student in secondary school at 22,000, junior secondary school at 15,000, primary school at 1,400, no. We have a shortfall, and that is a fact.
Under William Ruto, universities have seen major reforms in the history of this country. That in the universities, funding is no longer as per institutions or based on institutions. Funding is based on the student. Funding is based on learners. William Ruto was able to increase the funding, the university funding, from 45 billion to 84 billion. That is an increase no one is talking about. That is an increase no one wants to applaud. That's an increase that everybody or the media does not want to talk about. Now, let's come to free primary education. We still have free primary education. KIBAKI gave us free primary education, and it was capped at 1,420 per student. In 20 years, that has never changed. William Ruto came in and in fact increased that from 1,420 to 2,238. That is a plus. No one is talking about it. No media is talking about that. Now, come to Kibaki and Uhuru. In the history of this country, even Kenyatta, No one has ever talked about nursery school children, the preschool learners. For the first time, William Ruto introduced capitation for nursery school children at 1,170 per learner. No one is talking about that development. The media is not talking about it. Now, senior secondary school and junior secondary school, we have had the president reduce that money from 22 to actually 16. It is still there. What government is doing that is paying for the tuition fee, and then the parent pays for the other things, accommodation.
Stop those monies hidden at the areas I know, having been the chairman of budget. Stop those ostentatious expenditure. Direct money to where the Kenyans are. And the Kenyans, every family is represented in a learning institution. Na nataka niseme hatuombi mambo ya free basic education. We are not begging from anyone. We are demanding that it must continue. It is also abhorrent ati tunaona watu wanasema ati examinations wazazi watakuwa wanalipa pesa ya exams. We want to tell them, here is an MP, parents will not pay for examinations. Kenya has always afforded to fund free basic education. Kenya has always afforded to pay for examinations. Hii sarakasi haitaanza. We have also seen every day that they continue to decimate the budget for universities. That even as we talk now, the government owes private universities in excess of 50 billion for students who are government sponsored in private universities.
He was saying that if re-elected together with Uhuru Kenyatta, free education for primary and secondary will continue. Today he is president. He has trashed all that. And what is sad is that this money that was meant for free education has been diverted by the National Treasury, by the experts ODM brought to government. They have diverted money for education. The money is channeled through the security sectors, is withdrawn in cash and given to William Ruto. This money William Ruto uses to bribe leaders, church leaders, to bribe members of parliament, to bribe members of the county assembly, to bribe everybody in Kenya for political support. The back of this money is what Soprano is using all over the country. This money that was meant for education is what this Soprano guy is having helicopters, the way Professor has said. Today they were in Mombasa. The helicopters are almost having an accident in the air because of the sheer number of helicopters hovering all over. And this is money that was meant for education. And I cannot understand how Soprano, who is a professor, would want to take part in going round wasting money meant for education on nonsense and politics, on useless empowerment programs that are not empowering anybody. I saw a lady in Kisii complaining that after spending the whole day for the empowerment program, she has a group of 31 people that were given 2,000 shillings. All this money is stolen by Soprano and the members of parliament. And this is the money that was meant for education. So William Ruto, how reckless can you be? How do you get a standard 3 and standard 6 dropout to advise you? And then make you make reckless decisions that destroys the very foundation of the Kenyan nation. So it's a very sad day. And even sometimes I wonder if the president really sometimes feel like he would like to have advisors from his community. We have very many educated professionals from the Kalenjin community who are known to be very practical, to be very pragmatic, to be very intelligent, who can advise him. Why does he have to depend on standard 3 and standard 6 dropout for advice? And then you see the hole we are in as a country. So I want to say, and I want to tell the people of Kenya today, as I speak to these teachers here in America, That is one of the reasons why it must be one term. Because we must restore our education. As we speak today, universities are facing closure because of very inept, ill thought out university funding model. We had a working health program. Most of you went at help, and you are beneficiaries, I included. Kasongo, through the advice of Sudi and Farouk, has interfered with the university education financing model. Universities are not getting any funding from government because all the money has been diverted into useless programs. I want to assure the people of Kenya that they should not worry. We'll have challenges in the next 24 months, and we'll have change of government through an election, and we'll bring a government that knows the value of education for any country. We cannot allow William Ruto to destroy our country by destroying the education system. Why are you here? We have over 400,000 teachers in Kenya who are registered by TSC, and they have no placement anywhere. Yet the classes are too huge because the number of teachers is not enough to educate our children. And instead of focusing on education, he is focusing on things that cannot help Kenya. Building state houses and state lodges. How can that help Kenya? You know, how can that help Kenya? And that is why we are saying that this one-term movement has nothing to do with the regime. It is a decision that was made by the people of Kenya, and is actually the public mood. People do not even want to hear about who will be president. They don't actually care. I was called the other day, there was a meeting in Limuru. I tried to greet the people. They did not even want to hear what I'm saying. They wanted me to confirm whether in America is one term or not. What are you saying here? One term. Ati munasemaje? One term. Ati, oh, you people have no plan. We have a plan. The plan is to get rid of you. Because that is what the people of Kenya are saying, that you are an impediment to development, that you are reckless, that you have really interfered with what matters for the people of Kenya. How dare you, William Ruto, destroy the legacy of MWAI KIBAKI, the celebrated third president of the Republic of Kenya, an accomplished economist, a great leader who changed many lives through the free primary education. And then yourself, on advice of semi-literate advisors, you come and destroy the foundation of what MWAI KIBAKI bequeathed the Kenyan nation. We may forgive you for many things you have done. Many things we can forgive you because we are Christians. But two things that Kenyans will never forgive you is destroying the legacy of MWAI KIBAKI of free education. That Kenyans will never forgive you. Number two, Kenyans will never forgive you for killing young children.
Guys, I'm gonna be very honest with myself. Kwamba, there's this person I'll never respect in my life. A person who speaks this on this side, and on the other side, he speaks the other thing over the same concept. When GACHAGUA says the Kenyans will not forgive President William Ruto because President William Ruto killed the young people. When Rigathi Gachagua was in power, he issued the orders for the people who were protesting with the Raila Amolo Odinga over various issues, serious issues that were being raised by Kenyans, teachers, doctors, lawyers. So those who were shot in the streets were old people, not young people. Now, during this very moment, young people going to destroy going to destroy properties, stealing and killing each other. Sometimes kuna vijana wengine wanakanyagana na wanauana wenyewe. Unakuja kunyang'anya simu mpaka nakuua. So Ruto angesema msishoot. The constitution inasema you have to go to the streets and conduct a peaceable demonstrations. Peaceable. You have to be peaceful for you to be in the streets for demonstration. Contrarily, young people went to the streets to destroy properties. What did you want the police to do? Let us end this kind of discussion. Let us end this kind of this nagging idea about Ruto killing people. It is a political statement, and it is time to get it the hell out of the mouth. Tuseme aje, if you go to the streets, you will be shot to death if you touch somebody's properties. Period. We'll get to understand to the bottom of what this wanasiasa wanasema. Now we will chambua everything to make sure that young people understands what is going on and how we can curb, how we can cope up with the wanasiasa manipulation and everything they're telling us, so that they can divide us, so that they can rule. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being patient with me. May God bless you. See you in the next video.